Kylie Kelce knew this moment would come. Ever since the Super Bowl matchup was set, she had been getting the same question over and over again. Who would she be rooting for? Her husband, Jason Kelce, built his legacy with the Philadelphia Eagles, a city that had embraced him like one of their own. But on the other sideline was Travis Kelce, her brother-in-law, someone she had come to love like family. For Kylie, this wasn't just another football game. It was personal. As she sat down for an interview leading up to the big game, she took a deep breath. She wasn't the type to get caught up in media hype, but this was different. The emotions were real. The stakes were high. And no matter how she answered, someone was going to have something to say about it. She smiled, looking down for a moment before speaking. "This is tough," she admitted. "I mean, how do you pick between your husband and your brother-in-law?" That was the dilemma. The Eagles had given her and Jason everything. This was the team that had shaped their lives, the team that had given them lifelong friendships, a city that had embraced them with open arms. She had stood in the stands, pregnant, watching Jason win a Super Bowl with the Eagles. She had celebrated with him, cried with him, and felt the city's love through it all. But then there was Travis, the fun-loving, larger-than-life brother-in-law who had always been there for their family. He was the crazy uncle to their kids, the one who made every gathering more entertaining. He was more than just a football player, he was family. Kylie paused, her voice breaking slightly. I think at the end of the day, I just want them both to have a great game. But my heart will always be with Jason. The Eagles are home." It wasn't an easy thing to admit, and she knew the cameras would catch every one of her emotions on game day. She knew that when the Eagles scored, she would instinctively cheer, and when Travis made a big play, she would feel proud. It was an impossible situation, but deep down, she knew where her loyalty stood. As the game approached, Jason and Travis both made sure she didn't feel pressured. They joked about it, turning a family dilemma into something lighthearted. Jason, ever the Philly legend, smirked and said, "We know where your heart is." Travis, always the entertainer, added, "Just don't boo me too loud, okay?" She laughed, knowing that no matter what happened on that field, their family bond was unbreakable. This wasn't about rivalry. It was about love, about a once-in-a-lifetime moment that they would remember forever. On Super Bowl Sunday, as she took her seat in the stands, the emotions were overwhelming. She was surrounded by Eagles fans, wearing green, but she knew that on the other sideline, Travis was giving everything he had for his team. The cameras would focus on her, waiting to capture her reactions. Would she cheer? Would she look conflicted? Would she cry? The truth was, she already knew how the night would go. She would support Jason and the Eagles with everything she had. But if Travis lifted that trophy, she would be the first to congratulate him, the first to remind him that family is bigger than football. Because at the end of the day, win or lose, they would all be celebrating together.